All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event. And as usual, I'm joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire showcase today. So let me introduce them one at a time. First up on the judge lineup for today's showcase, he's the Senior Director of A&R over at Atlantic Records. Welcome back to Andrew Grant. Welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase, Andrew. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing awesome. It's always great to have you, Andrew. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And as you know, we always ask a question to our judges. My question for you today, Andrew, in your opinion, what is the best way for an artist to stand out in this competition?
I think to have, music that sounds relevant, like good quality and, just like overall good songs, just like an understanding of, where music's at now, and like also just like like some kind of just some kind of like something that's like a little bit different, you know what I mean, like whether it's like something for like marketing or like like a sound. But I definitely think it's about for me for sure it's about having good records. It starts there.
Definitely. Andrew, it is such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online showcase. And up next on the judge lineup, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online show. Knowledge, how you doing, brother?
Good. What's going on with you, bro?
Awesome. It's always great to have you, Knowledge. Thank you for joining us today. And my question for you today, if you were to give advice to the winner of this competition, how would you advise them to spend that $50K to help their music career?
I mean, it'd be tough to say because I guess everyone's different and everyone has different things they got to do. But I mean, I would say, look, take, a certain amount of money, do what you got to do as far as, bills you got to get caught up on, things like that are emergency. Like, I don't know your financial position, but, do stuff like that. Right. But I would definitely, as an artist, I would definitely put away a piece of it to invest in myself as an artist. You know what I mean? So whether that be recording equipment, whether that be production equipment, if that's what you do as well, whether it be, buying, adding a member to your team, so what I'm saying, shooting a couple of videos, renting some, buying some camera equipment so that when you want to shoot, you just have it ready, just different things, whatever it is that you feel like you may need, you know what I mean? But, $50,000, it feels like a lot, but it's really not, you know what I mean? So, it can go very fast if you don't really take your time and budget and understand, you know what I mean? If you just let it sit there, it'll be gone before you know it, you know what I mean? So I would say with 50,000 is definitely not for chains. It's not to go crazy in the designer stores, you know what I mean? It's really just to like take care of things that must be taken care of, bills, such and such, family members that need help, things like that, and to invest back into yourself as an artist.
Definitely well said. Knowledge, it's such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And last but certainly not least, he's the Vice President of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Guys, welcome back to SHAWN BARRON. SHAWN, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, brother?
What's going on?
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you, SHAWN. Thank you for joining us today. My question for you today, SHAWN, what are you looking for when you're going to sign a new artist to your label?
Somebody who has a distinct tone, somebody who knows who they are as an artist, somebody who knows how to tell their story, somebody who's not sounding like everybody else. Those are like the main things for me.
Awesome. SHAWN BARRON, it's such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. And as I said, those are our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists today as well. At least 11 artists submitted a song or a video, which we'll watch live alongside all three of those judges. And today, the judges are deciding whether or not to give each artist a pass or a no pass. If an artist gets at least 2 passes, that means they're headed straight to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where they'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. So we're going to kick this thing off with the first artist on today's lineup. Up first, Exy, we have up first. Let's go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Exy, can you, as you go ahead and connect this here, can you hear us? And one more time, Exy, as we go ahead and connect with you here, can you hear us? And you are muted. That's why we can't hear you, but we can see you. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, brother?
I'm here.
Where are you from?
Yo, I'm from Poland, for real.
From Poland. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. What is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
My name is Official on Instagram, but my real name is like Witold Sosulski on Facebook, and yeah, and that's all social media I have.
Okay,
so yeah.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today. I see it's got over 1,100 views on it. It's called For You. What is this all about? We're about to listen to here.
Well, it's a song about how many things I can do for a girl. You know, like if you really want to stay with a girl, you can do anything, and that's all.
All right, that's what's up. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen.
I wrote this song when I had my heart broke, and yeah, and that's it. That's all I have to say.
All right, cool. So this is Exy with his song For You. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
And baby, I could die for you, and run for you, writing songs for you. Put my drugs down and my vibrations up for you. I can say hi for you and be sad for you, also cry for you. They told me I'm stupid, but I just can't live without you. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you. I can't forget all that shit you said for you and forgive for you. I know you're listening, but would you do those things for me? Why? You're always changing your mind. Songs for you, put my drugs down and my vibrations up for you. I can say hi for you and be sad for you, also cry for you. They told me I'm stupid, but I just can't live without you. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you. I can't forget all that shit you said for you and forgive for you. I know you're listening, but would you do those things for me? Goddamn, stuck my praise to the God. He don't wanna listen no more, cause I always talk a lot. It's time to move on, visiting another spot. I'm staying in the same place with my heart. She wanna bite, I gave her emotions, but no one should hide. She wanna start, but when I'm engaged, she just wanna stop. I don't wanna fight, love, no, I think I gave you too much. She said I am stubborn, cause I'm always fucking with my mind. And run for you, writing songs for you. Put my drugs down and my vibrations up for you. I can say hi for you and be sad for you, also cry for you. They told me I'm stupid, but I just can't live without you. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you. I can't forget all that shit you said for you and forgive for you. I know you're listening, but would you do those things for me?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our first artist on today's lineup. That was Exy with his song. Let's toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the Senior Director of A&R over at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Exy and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I think he has like a cool voice, a cool tone. But I think for me, content-wise, it's like a little bit generic. But I think he has like a good grasp on like what's going on. I think more so it's just about it's like getting better lyrics and tightening up the actual song. But I think overall he gets it. I mean, it's not my favorite song, but I mean I think he's talented. I'll give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Andrew Grant hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge. What were your thoughts of XE and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I feel a lot like Andrew. I thought it was a good song, solid record. The content of it, I like the hook. You know what I mean? I thought he used some good melodies throughout the record, good voice. Definitely in that Juice WRLD, triple X little peep lane that he had, hashtag. I like the little visualizer that he did. You know, the effort was there. So I'm going to give him a pass.
Awesome. Knowledge hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll toss it to the last judge. He's the VP of A&R at Motown, Capitol Records, SHAWN Barron. What were your thoughts of XE and his song that he submitted?
I agree with the guys. The effort was there for sure. The song wasn't like the best song to me because the lyrics weren't that good. But I see the effort and I see where it could go. So I'm gonna give him a pass also.
Awesome. Thank you for that, SHAWN Barron, and all the judges agreeing today. XE, you got yourself 3 passes. That means you're the first artist today. Moving on to the next round, that's the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats, XE. We'll see you live in the next round. And next up on the lineup for today, we have TDMJ. Let's go ahead and bring you guys in. I know you got a group of you that are here joining us today. TDMJ, as I go ahead and bring you guys in here, can you hear us? What's up, brother? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so I see you're the only one in the room, but no worries. I know you got a couple friends here. What are you guys' artist names? That way we know the whole group.
Okay, yeah. So me, I'm Young Platinum. The other 2 artists, BARRON and Mac, TDMJ. BARRON and Mac being my brother, TDMJ my cousin. We from small town, Covington, Tennessee.
All right, that's what's up. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today, representing that whole group today. What is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
My social media, Instagram, Young Platinum 20. Yeah. That's really about the only one I'm on, honestly.
All right, cool. And you know, I wish the other ones were here, but no worries. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the song you guys submitted today? Too Blessed. It's got over 2,000 plays on it. What is this all about? What we're about to listen to here?
Okay, so, you know, we going through tough times in 2020 with Corona and things like this. So we were just talking about the things that we should be blessed for. And we talked a little bit about our personal stresses, me losing my grandma and them losing a couple of friends along the way. So it's really close to us, the song is.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead, let's take a listen. This is Too Blessed. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Too many days of the stress and I need me a blessing, so gotta give over. I wanna ride more than the lessons, like really be flexing like roses and rovers. I was down on my luck, I was bound to give up, then I found me a 4-leaf clover. Been going through a lot, man, believe it or not, got a whole lot of weight on my shoulders. I stay rolling the door, we keep me in flow, we going through shallow waters. Got a whole lot of problems, don't know how to song, so I'm going to keep the shit bottled. She keep calling my phone, keep asking about hoes that I don't know nothing about them. Gotta stay to myself, don't come on much else, I feel like a lone survivor. Yeah, switch up, but I don't give a fuck, cause this shit ain't too much surprising. Like the state of myself, it's good for my health, ain't tryna be like everybody else. Money too short, looking like it ill, so I got on my grind, had to climb up the show. We get straight through the mail and we get it in bells like, hey. Nobody from the bluegrass day, she texting my phone like, hey, what are you doing today? I'ma get in that precinct race, then get that gone and race. Shawty said looking blue in the face. Not a fan of dude, but I want blue on my face. Different type of white face, I ain't never been racist.
I'm inhaling this Zaka, this shit's in my preface. These niggas, they bitches, we rap them like presents. Fuck it and change up that bitch like some sins. We might take your life for this cash, won't regret it. These niggas, they dirty, we treat them like peasants. Smoking this Zaka's a young nigga stressing. They shut my nigga, that shit so depressing. But I can't be down trying to count on my blessings. Chasing these bags and I'm shipping these packs in. I'm smoking Dosey Lotto, it's exquisite. This shit really got me snapping. A young nigga living lavish. I'm trying to get a new coupe, I'm in traffic. I'm smoking gas, little nigga, and you know I got bags in. Young nigga trapping.
They don't understand the shit that I be seeing on the daily. All these problems, don't know how to solve them, that's my situation. I got Cam and I got pay, gotta make sure my baby's straight. Wake up in the morning, pray, asking God to keep me safe. My granny missing, that shit hitting me. Make she rest in peace, been hurting since the day she left me. I feel incomplete, been on my own, feel so alone. Tears falling on my cheek, but I'ma hold it down regardless to the day that I'm deceased. Too many days of the stress and I need me a blessing, so gotta give over. I wanna ride more than the lessons, like really be flexing like roses and rovers. I was down on my luck, I was bound to give up, then I found me a 4-leaf clover. Been going through a lot, man, believe it or not, got a whole lot of weight on my shoulders. I stay rolling up though, we keep me afloat, we going through shallow water. Got a whole lot of problems, don't know how to solve, so I'ma just keep the shit bottled. She keep calling my phone, keep asking about hoes that I don't know nothing about them. Gotta stay to myself, don't care about much else, I feel like a lone survivor, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Young Platinum TDMJ with their song. Let's go ahead and toss it to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of them and their song that they submitted?
I thought the song was okay. I liked some of the melodies used in this record. Didn't really have anything memorable in the record to me. Still feels like they, still a little early, still developing. Nice foundation though, you know what I mean? Talent is there. Just needs to be more mature as far as like the skill set and just the way they approach the record. So I'd say no pass for me today. Just needs to keep working, stay in the studio, keep developing.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of them and their song that they submitted?
I totally agree with Knowledge. It was nothing memorable about the song to me. Just need to work hard on your lyrics and melodies and just bring it all together. So it's a no pass for me.
Right, thank you for that, Sean Barron. No pass, unfortunately, from the second judge. Let's go to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a senior director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, what were your thoughts of them and their song that they submitted?
I agree completely with Knowledge and Sean. It sounds early. It just has to be put together a little bit better, like production value and stuff like that. Like the content is cool. Like like everyone wants to hear like personal stuff, which he did. It just has to be like done in like in a cleaner way. No pass today, but you should definitely keep working.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Andrew Grant. And it's a no pass from the judges today. But no worries, guys. Check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us, guys. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. Next up on the lineup, we have Little Roz. Little Roz, looks like we did have you in the chat room, but it looks like we don't have you anymore. No worries. We do have your song ready to go. Let me go ahead and load this up. It's called Take a Trip. We'll be right back.
This one's for Goldie. She feeling me, you see the vibe. She calling me, you wanna ride. She feeling me, you see the vibe. She calling me.
Let's take a trip. She be asking, baby, when you flying up to me. I be all in Paris buying out the Louis V. I make my money overseas. I be on my way, but no, I got my boys with me. Sick codeine, you got the flu. Bring another friend, cause Goldie told me coming through. When we roll into the jet, call me Fiji man when you see the diamond money, you see the bags, you see the yeah. You see the cars, you see the bag, you see the yeah. We getting high, sure, let me dim out the light, yeah. Look at the sky, I'll make you remember this night, yeah. Left for the ride, I love that ass when you ride, yeah. Feel like I'm Tyson, my food gon' give you this mind, yeah. I be all in Vegas, making growth for my paper, selling dope, just some cravers in the kitchen, I'm a baker. Time is running out, I can see your sound, take you to the ground, red car is a foul, shawty moving loud, you can't take a pound, but that ass around, go on baby, do me proud, let's take a trip, she be asking baby when you flying out to me, I be all in Paris buying out the Louis V. I made my money overseas. I be on my way, but no, I got my boys with me. Sick codeine, you got the flu. Bring another friend, cause Goldie told me coming through. When we roll into the jet, call me Fiji man when you see this celebration. I'm on the way. We in rotation, just in the place. Ain't got no patience, open up the gate. You want relation, I ride a face. Sarah, she love my carrot. Big ain't jealous, her friends I'ma share it. Her name is Sarah, she love my carrot. Big ain't jealous, her friends I'ma share it. Let's take a trip. She be asking, baby, when you flying out to me. I be all in Paris buying out the Louis V. I make my money overseas. I be on my way, but no, I got my boys with me. Sick codeine, you got the flu.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lil Raz with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges, see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the VP of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean, Barron, what were your thoughts of Lil Raz and his song that he submitted?
He sounded like Nav to me. But with that said, like the songwriting wasn't as catchy. Definitely need help songwriting wise and just melody wise. It just sounded like one run-on song to me too. Like it really didn't change up anywhere. But his effort was there. So we gave the first guy, a pass off the effort. So I'm gonna give this guy a pass off the effort.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean, Barron, hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's a senior director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, what were your thoughts of Lil Raz and his song that he submitted?
I agree completely with Sean. Everything he said. Like I feel like everything was just kind of like one long run-on thing. You know what I mean? There was like no separation between verses and hooks. But I do think that he has a cool tone. I think that his look and everything would translate to today. I think it's more so with him just like getting better at the song structure. Like what Sean said. I'm gonna give him a pass. I definitely think just like moving forward, you know what I mean. He definitely needs to be better about song structure. But I think that there's something there. It's just still developing. But I'll give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Andrew Grant hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. Let's toss it to the last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Lil Raz and his song that he submitted?
I didn't really love the song for all the reasons that the other two judges mentioned. I thought there's a nice foundation there. There's something there, but I liked his effort in the video. I thought the video was solid. But yeah, like for Sean said, I just didn't think the song was really that great. Some good parts in it, melody wise, but really no switch ups. It just didn't keep me interested. So I wouldn't have given it a pass, but he got his pass. So yeah.
Thank you for that knowledge. Definitely great feedback there from all three of the judges. And it is a pass for you today, Little Roz. Big congratulations. You're the next artist headed to the Coast to Coast Lab World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again. We'll see you live in the next round. And next up on the lineup, we have Muhammad Ike. Muhammad Ike, we don't have you in the chat room, but no worries. We do have your song ready to go. It's called Love is Crime. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Yeah. If love is a crime, then I wanna be a criminal. I love you, Lord, you are my everything. Let of mercy, from grace to grace, you've been lifting me higher. And I no go let you go, no, no. No, this love not ordinary. You pick me up from the dungeon, look at me, now I'm flying like a bird in the sky. Bird in the sky. This kind of love that you give is unconditional. Everything that you do for me is exceptional. If you believe and you are ready for a miracle, put your hands up, cause we say big things are one. Big things are one, cause I'm not alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big things are one, cause you're not alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're the only one I know. God of miracle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never ever let you go. You don't change my life. Never give him a chance, cause the devil is a criminal. Criminal, yeah, yeah. He's been defeated, so you're a winner man. Winner man, let of mercy. No, 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 me not from Babylon. Me are the apple of God's eye. This kind of love is so unconditional. Eh. This kind of love is so exceptional. Let of mercy. If you believe and you are ready for a miracle, put your hands up, cause we say big things are one. Big things are one, cause I'm not alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big things are one, cause you're not alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're the only one I know. God of miracle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never ever let you go. You don't change my life. Big things are one, cause I'm not alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big things are one, cause you're not alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're the only one I know. God of miracle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never ever let you go. You don't change my life. Yeah, me say, yeah, me say, yeah, me say, yeah, me say one. You died on the cross, bring salvation. Two, every time when I pray, Lord, it hear me. Three, you fought the fight and give me victory. Four, new song every time I'm on my piano. Ram, pa, pa, pam, you they bless me like no other. You're the one and only one I know, there's no other. Big things are gone, big things are gone, cause I'm not alone. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Muhammad Ike with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the senior director of A&R over at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts on Muhammad Ike and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I don't know a lot about reggae, so I would like kind of be doing him a disservice to like give any feedback because he probably knows more about reggae than I do. I mean, I think it sounds good, but like I don't know that world, you know what I mean? So I'm curious to see what the other judges say before I respond.
All right, no worries. So we'll come back to Andrew Grant. No worries on that. Let's go over to the next judge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Muhammad Ike and his song that he submitted?
I thought the song was okay. It had a nice vibe to it, make you move a little bit. To me, it just wasn't all the way there. It just wasn't strong enough songwriting-wise and just melody-wise. He had some good parts in there, but it didn't really stand out. Even the production could have been better. He did a good job, but songwriting-wise, it just needed to be a lot better to bring the song out. So no pass for me to it.
All right, thank you for that. Knowledge, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN Barron. What were your thoughts of Muhammad Ike and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I feel the same as Knowledge. I felt like it was a solid song, but it wasn't over the top to me, so I'm gonna have to give it a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. SHAWN Barron, no pass, unfortunately, from the first two judges. Let's go back to Andrew Grant. Let's get his final thoughts on this. Andrew, anything else to add about Muhammad Ike?
No. I mean, I think he has a cool voice. That was a thing for me, was a production. But again, it's not my world, so I'm going to have to go with the other two judges.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Andrew Grant. Great advice there. Thank you so much for all the judges' feedback. Unfortunately, it's a no pass today for you, Muhammad Ike. But no worries, they're all going to give you some written feedback in your email. Check your email right after this event. And next up on the lineup, we have Z the Lob Soccer. Z the Lob Soccer, we don't have you in the chat room, but we have your song ready to go. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
I'll be a man, but understand that I'm breaking apart. When the moment comes to pass, I'll be left without a heart. Just a mind always worried that I'm still at the start. Never finished, just diminished that I sold on my car. I'm unspoken cause I'm choking on the lyrics I spit. Wish there was something besides nothing, only me and my wits. Wanna move a little closer, but people give me the shits. This society makes me violent with the vibes they emit. Not a word that I can say without questioning myself. Every bottle that I drank stole a bit of my health. And I'm drinking just to be sad and the lower I get. Feeling cold of what I'm holding is a glass of regret. Taking steps to be somebody, what is coming my way? Am I walking through the desert or am I lost in a maze? We're in the mix, what is this? Constant burning I made through a night while I'm sleeping, but awake in my brain. I can't tell you, I can't spell out what is causing my dismay. I can't erase this bitter taste, even just for a day. Every time I see God, he'll offer me his hand to take, and not my family nor my friends could convince me to stay. Walk away from me now, and the poison I make. Grab your keys and back away, though I need you to stay. Haunting smiles, toxic lies, my denial of fate. Pissing cries, constant trials, how much longer can I wait? If you knew what I had been through, you'd be fucking amazed. Down the drain, what I'm saying, life is harder these days. This is my dream, just a nightmare I've cleaned. If my heart were any colder, you would all watch me freeze. If this is the night, I'll be fading away. I fell in love with the demons and they've taken my grace. What do you need? Do I fail to see? In my eyes there are monsters that won't allow me to read. If this is a dream, then I need to awake. It can't be natural to feel as if my heart was a mistake. Irrational hesitation stops me speaking my mind. Wanna write for relief, the only way I unwind is with failing meditation, cause there's none of my kind. On this earth I'll disperse after ending my life. I'm relaxed by my anger, rage is tempting, sad and stranger when you haven't got a reason and you're not in any danger. Getting faker just to help break it, can you hear me? Every time I feel in love, all my muses learn to fear me. Take a sip, have to spit at the lyrics, getting sick of broken frame. I remain as my body fails and withers. What's the difference when you're falling, wishing you were in the clouds, just to smash through the ice where you finally drown? But you've been choking for years and got by screams and your fears, yet you never adhered. Therefore why should you hear? And nobody cheers to your progress, just steer away from the crowd so you can let out your tears. Not a soul that you found wants to see you in the ground, but the voices are loud saying you can't can't be proud. Number one, you're a mouse. Get the fuck out of this house. Go and sleep on the street. Now you can't even eat when the metal on your chest is branding you with defeat. This is my dream, just a nightmare I've cleaned. If my heart were any colder, you would all watch me freeze. Is this the night I'll be fading away? I fell in love with the demons and they've taken my grace. What do you need? Do I fail to see? In my eyes there are monsters that won't allow me to read. If this is a dream, then I need to awake. It can't be natural to feel as if my heart was a mistake. Every time that I'm writing, there's always something I'm missing. Something pushing on my skull, some illusory rhythm. And it never leaves my system, depression in my DNA. You might think I haven't tried, but who wants to be this way? Rather take away the pain and rather drain it from my veins. Wish that life was purely peachy, but there's few reasons to stay. My twisted schizophrenic genome just assumes I wanna play, but this ain't a fucking game. God, I just wanna maintain a bit of peace within my brain, but I still always refrain from relating to the same. Cannot tame what's in my cage. Can't expect me to explain how I gained all of this rage when I'm close to deranged and I'm totally drained. This is my dream, just a nightmare I've cleaned. If my heart were any colder, you would all watch me freeze. If this is the night, I'll be fading away. I fell in love with the demons and they've taken my grace. What do you need? Do I fail to see? In my eyes there are monsters that won't allow me to read. If this is a dream, then I need to awake. It can't be natural to feel as if my life was a mistake.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Z the Lobsucker with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Z and his song that he submitted?
Song wasn't very great. Felt like a one long run on like rap. Wasn't really on beat. The beat wasn't great. Audio quality wasn't great. Just no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's the VP of A&R at Motown, Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Z and his song that he submitted? No worries, we'll come right back to you, Sean. Let's go over to our next judge. He's the Senior Director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, what were your thoughts of Z and his song that he submitted?
No pass. Like, it was very like bad quality. Just it's not there. No pass.
All right, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge on the lineup. And let's toss it to our last judge. He's the Vice President of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what do you think of Z and his song?
No pass. No pass.
Awesome. All right, thank you for that. Sean Barron, no pass from the three judges, unfortunately, today, Z. But no worries, check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Z the Lobsucker. All right, guys, up next in the lineup, we have a.k.a. Louis P. A.k.a. Louis P. We do have you in the chat room, so let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room where me and the other three of the judges. All right, so a.k.a. Louis P., as we try to connect with you here, can you hear us? And you are muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so I can hear you real quick.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, brother? Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from West Side Africa, Nigeria, but I was raised in Jersey.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
My social media is a.k.a. Louis P. everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, everywhere.
Awesome. Now, Louis P., tell me a little bit about this song you submitted today called Late Night. What is this all about? What we're about to listen to here.
Well, this song is basically about just being on the grind all the time and, like, not having time to talk to females. But, like, when they do call me and talk to me, like, it's mostly girls that have boyfriends and the boyfriends get mad.
All right. That's what's up. So let's go. Let's take a listen. This is Late Night with a.k.a. Louis P. Let me load up his song. We'll be right back.
in the studio. A couple battles and the niggas they mad. Bitches calling me fake, but I'm not fake. I've been on my low. I'm with my bros, with my brothers, with the same clique. We on the girl like every day, we on the same shit. My mama told me when we get it, we embrace it. Hey, yeah, we embrace it.
On my own strength and I'm picking up the phone. I'm feeling alone, I'm feeling alone. All the time, oh my God, I'll be in the zone. But they don't understand, I feel. When I'm in the studio, my life's like a rodeo. I don't know where to go. I'm just trying to stay afloat. All of the times I've been grinding all night. All of the nights, kind of vibes I don't like it. I've been trying.
Late night, I've been up in the studio. A couple battles and the niggas they mad. Bitches calling me fake, but I'm not fake. I've been on my low. I'm with my bros, with my brothers, with the same clique. We on the girl like every day, we on the same shit. My mama told me when we get it, we embrace it. Hey, yeah, we embrace it. 90, baby, nah. Mama told me when you make it, gotta get it, gotta make it. Gotta do it for my mama, ain't 5 minutes, shit. Hey, night, every day is tough. I'm in the studio, this bitch is man, they begging me. All on my phone, it's on D&D like what's up. I'm in my game, I'm in my money, on my bullshit. This bitch is mad, cause I pay no attention. Ooh, my time is gold. Yeah, don't waste my time. Yeah, I don't got time to spend. Ooh, hey, it's for me, gang. Late night, I've been up in the studio. A couple battles and the niggas they mad. Bitches calling me fake, but I'm not fake. I've been on my low. I'm with my bros, with my brothers, with the same clique. We on the girl like every day, we on the same shit. My mama told me when we get it, we embrace it. Hey, yeah, we embrace it. Hey, embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace that shit. Gotta get it on, baby. And I know what I want, yeah. In the late night, yeah. All night, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was AKA Louis P with his song that he submitted for us. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. Let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Louis P and his song that he submitted? And no worries, we'll come right back to you. Sean, let's go over to the...
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I thought it was a solid song. It was solid. His melodies was good. The beat was good. He better lyrically, but I'm gonna give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's the Senior Director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, what were your thoughts of AKA Louis P and his song? No worries. We'll come right back to you, Andrew. And let's go over to the next judge. He is an A&R Director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Louis P and his song that he submitted?
I thought the song was okay. I think he did a decent job. Definitely some talent there, but just didn't feel ready for me yet. Not quite there, so just needs to grow some more as an artist. So I'm going to say no pass.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. No pass from our second judge on the lineup. So for the first time today, we do have a tie. 1 pass and 1 no pass, which means it's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's the Senior Director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, you're the tiebreaker for this one. What do you think of Louis P and his song?
I mean, I kind of agree with both guys. I see both points. For me, I was like, I don't think the song was there. I mean, I think it was original. Like, I like that, he incorporated, being from West Africa. But, like, I just don't think that the song was actually there for me. So for me today, no pass.
So thank you for that, Andrew Grant. No pass, unfortunately, from our judges today, Louis P. But don't worry, check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all 3 of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was AKA Louis P. And next up on the lineup, we have Josie Joe. Josie Joe, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Josie Joe, can you hear us?
Yo.
How's it going, brother? Where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. Thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you. What is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Instagram. Really just on Instagram right now. Josie Joe __. That's it.
All right, cool. So Josie Joe, tell me a little bit about this this video you submitted for us today. Not 21 yet. That's what it's called, and it's got over 19,000 plays on it. What is this all about? What we're about to watch here?
Not 21 yet. It was like something that was made, spare the moment. You feel me? The video that we made, it was like we knew we wanted to do something different from other people. You know what I'm saying? So we knew we had what we wanted. We made them, and then we did it. So it was mainly like we sent me the beat, then I hopped on it. And it gave me Lil Paddock vibe, New Paddock by Lil Uzi, you know what I'm saying? So I was really trying to do when I got on there. So it was basically what I was trying to do when I did it, you feel me?
All right, that's what's up. So let's go. Let's take a listen. This is Josie Joe with his song, Not 21 Yet. Let me load this up. We'll be right back. What's up? You straight? Hey, how are you? What's up, me and Dad? All right.
If I got it, my bros got it. He cool, I got more talent. He dropped it, my bro shot it. He no pints on no gallons. I don't want no thotty, I won't take it. My bros had it. Bro say he a boss cause he collects. I think I'm most savage. Man, I think that I'm most savage. I'm not 21 yet. Watch what they gon' put in your ear. He big L, lost 21 base. I'm big dog, can't put on no fear. I walk in, Joe, pull up your pants. That's cause Joe been walking with bands. Nobody said I'm proud of my man. I just been playing my role. Gotta keep track of my soul. Lil Josie ride with a pole. He gotta go. He kick it up, it's a goal. His heart been made out of gold. I gotta roll. Before my party get old. These niggas selling they souls. I can't never fold. I heard their brother get told. They gotta tell me I'm on it. I gotta blow. It was her birthday, I ain't even know it. It was 2:30, I'm hitting the door. Catch me at night, I ain't leaving in the morning. Hop in the whip and then I gotta floor it. Had a chance twist when I broke down the foreign. She called my phone, I just had to ignore it. Head cut her out cause her mama was boring. I never drink when she tell me to pour it. Don't gotta tell me these niggas hate. How they get wealthy, these niggas lazy. I heard Lil Shorty, she want my baby. I guess so. She ain't been want me, it just been lately. You nonchalant, will I tell her maybe? 21 questions, she drive me crazy, I don't know. Yeah. Fly no commercial, I'm better off when I'm private, yeah. So no emotion, no reason for me to hide it, yeah. Drowned inside the ocean, I'm better off when I'm flying, yeah. If y'all sending shots with these niggas, must be here dying, yeah. Babe just sitting there at it, I pull up, girl, it won't take long. Girl, you moving fast, but you a baddie, put the brakes on. I say that I love you when I hit you in the same song. My baby, don't you play, we gotta bond, we gotta stay strong. If I got it, my bros got it. He cool, I got more talent. He dropped in my bro shot it. He no pints on no gallons. I don't want no thotty, I won't take it. My bros had it. Bro say he a boss cause he collects. I think I'm most savage. Man, I think that I'm most savage. I'm not 21 yet. Watch what they gon' put in your ear. He big L, lost 21 base. I'm big dog, can't put on no fear. I walk in, Joe, pull up your pants. That's cause Joe been walking with bands. Nobody said I'm proud of my man. They gotta bag it up. These niggas mad it up.
stack it up. Niggas was asking, ain't no action, niggas be capping, Niggas be capping, want features, but they used to laugh at us. It's getting buddy, hope you got a pad or something. Hope you call your dad or something. You and your feelings, or you getting mad or something. Or you living bad or something. You grabbed the chopper, he grabbed the mask. I guess y'all needed it bad or something. I need me a wraith, it came with umbrellas, that's with it, I gotta go fast or something. Fly no commercial, I'm better off when I'm private, yeah. So no emotion, no reason for me to hide it, yeah. Drown inside the ocean, I'm better off when I'm flying, yeah. If y'all sending shots with these niggas, must be here dying, yeah. Babe just in the addy, I pull up, girl, it won't take long. Girl, you moving fast, but you a baddie, put the brakes on. I say that I love you when I hate you in the same song. My baby, don't you play, we gotta bond, we gotta stay strong. If I got it, my bros got it. He cool, I got more talent. He dropped in my bro shot it. He no pints on no gallons. I don't want no thotty, I won't take it. My bros had it. Bro say he a boss cause he collects. I think I'm more savage. Man, I think that I'm more savage. I'm not 21 yet. Watch what they gon' put in your ear. He big, L lost 21 base. I'm big dog, can't put on no fear. I walk in, Joe, pull on your pants. That's cause Joe been walking with bands. Nobody said I'm proud of my mans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Josie Joe with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Josie Joe and his song that he submitted? Hey, Knowledge, can you hear us? Oh, looks like we can't hear you, Knowledge. Can you hear us? No worries. We'll come right back to you, Knowledge. And let's toss it over to the next judge on the lineup. He's the senior director of A&R at Atlantic Records, Andrew Grant. Let's toss it over to you. What were your thoughts of Josie Joe and his song that he submitted? And Andrew Grant, can you hear us as well? All right, no worries, no worries. Let me see. Andrew Grant, can you hear us?
Right.
I got you. Now you know what it is. This thing has like 100 controls on it. Andrew, you can hear us?
Yo,
we got you now. Me? Yeah, we got you now. Yeah, that was my bad. My bad, Knowledge, if you could hear us.
All good. Hey, you want to go to Knowledge? You want to go back to Knowledge?
Yeah, I'm going to toss it to Knowledge. Knowledge, we'll toss it to you first, because that was my bad. What were your thoughts of Josie Joe and his song that he submitted?
Okay, so the song, one, it was a little too long. You know what I mean? It was like 4 minutes long, so it's about a minute longer than it needed to be for sure. He did a good job on the song. I liked his effort in the video. Kind of lost me a little about what the video was about or what it was alluding to. Man, you know what? This is one of those where I feel like it's like on the border. I don't know. The song itself just didn't grab me, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I want to give him a pass because I think he did a good job and I like the effort that he showed. But like I said, the song just didn't grab me. So for me, this one is going to be like a barely a no pass.
Thank you for that. Knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's an A&R, senior director of A&R over at Atlantic Records, Andrew Grant. What were your thoughts of Josie Joe and his song that he submitted?
I agree. I think like the video quality was cool, but like to me, like the song just like wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like there was like really nothing about the song that like stood out to me. I think he's talented, but I think that he has to focus more on like being like more original. You know what I mean? And like trying to like really find content that's more relatable to him. For me, no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Andrew Grant. No pass from our first two judges on the lineup. Let's toss it to the last judge. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. What were your thoughts of Josie Joe and his song?
I agree with the guys, but I would have gave him a pass because he has potential. But I totally agree with the guys. Like your video was hard, your beat was hard, your flow hard, your voice hard, but you just wasn't saying nothing. So get your lyrics right, but everything else is dope. I would have gave him a pass though.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Great advice there, and he would have given you a pass. Unfortunately, the other two gave you a no pass, so it's a no pass today, Josie Joe. Check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all 3 of the judges. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Little Worries. Little Worries, we did have you in the chat room, but you're no longer there. No worries. We do have your song ready to go. It's called Angels Cry. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
We viral. Shout out K Dotty.
K Dotty. My son is everywhere.
Have you ever made an angel cry? Or what about looking death in the face through Satan's eyes? Trick, please. From the neck to the wrist free. Soldier boy, starting with that Draco with the lick read. Ballin' like I'm Ayo. That Yayo got me quick cheese. Where I'm from, a payroll can't get you to the big leagues. Met this mixed breed, had a cracker like a safe. She was acting hard to get. Now she asking if I ate. That's the power of the D. You gotta shower with your 3. These cowards that leave you ghost. That's the father of Tyreek. Yo, I'm hotter than police. Pockets probably hold your lease. Clip full of ball heads. And they rolling like Tyrese. Sold it all through these streets. In and out on my business route. Left skissing. Nose picking like they in the house. Tripping, my old bitch keep me in they mouth. Cause I came home gold dripping like I'm in the south. I crush same ones you lust for. No need to have a girl when I could just yours. Have you ever made an angel cry? Or look death in the face through Satan's eyes? I did some I apologize. But don't believe what you hear. So yeah, I probably lie. And who they talk about is probably I. 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 Crush the rap game for playing the block like Yao Ming. Ride on that Tinder, make her stretch like Daseem. Pretty boy, waist spinning, plus this style clean. But don't get it twisted, I'm used to some wild things. Like Tarzan of the jungle, hard tan wrapped in bundles, large bands on the humble. At the age of 5, looked in the eye of my daddy. Like take it or leave it, no break off, just baggies. Now I'm bringing baby pulling up in that caddy. Playing dear mama, bet you wish you never had me. Exactly, it gets scary when I pull it. Leave everywhere, there's Harry on the toilet. Of course I go dumb and dumber. I'm that new wonder, trap doing numbers. I can take off for a few summers, come back like I never left. Drip game forever fresh, and something 6 swerve and free my ass. Yes, they had a crook jail, but I made it look well. Came a long way from a youngin' moving Nick sales. And let me cook it for you, I can make it sell. Whip game transporter, watch you make it fishtail. Soon as the ice make it lock, get your order straight. Cause time is money, I'm hungry, I can't afford to wait. You mixing business with pleasure, that's putting more at stake. So now it's you pay me or don't fornicate. Wow. Have you ever made an angel cry? Or look death in the face through Satan's eyes?
Yo, miss, first of all, my name ain't Miss. And I ain't seen nothing. I don't know why the fuck you asking me any questions. I ain't seen nothing. Do your job and let me do mine. And my job is to sit here and mind my fucking business. Stevie Wonder right now, huh? Yeah, Stevie Wonder. What happened?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lil Maurice with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of Lil Maurice and his song that he submitted?
This one I wasn't impressed by. It was just okay to me. I feel like I just heard everything, a million times before, so it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Sean Barron, no pass from our first judge on the lineup. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's the Senior Director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, what were your thoughts of Lil Maurice and his song?
I feel like he can rap. Like he's talented when it comes to rapping, but again, like for me, it's more about the song. It sounded like he was battling the beat. You know what I mean? Like not really making a song. So I think he's talented, but I think he has to focus more on making a song instead of just trying to have bars and sound like he's doing a rap battle on a beat. So no pass from me, but I definitely think, he's talented with rapping. Just needs to figure out, song structure.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Andrew Grant. No pass from our second judge as well. Let's toss it to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Little Worries and his song that he submitted?
I thought the song was okay. To touch on what Andrew said, I felt like had the bars been stronger and like just more witty and just, more impressive, it would have made the difference in the song. I'm not mad that he did the song like that, but it was just the bars weren't strong enough to me for that type of song. So like I said, to touch on what he was saying, like had it been, it's either going to be super strong bars where you're impressing somebody and they can hold on to those, or you're going to have to really make a record, a song with a nice hook and everything like that to really stand out. So for me, it was middle of the road. So I'm going to say no pass.
All right. Thank you for that, Knowledge. No pass from the three judges today, Little Worries, fortunately. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, guys. Next up on the lineup, we have SLE Reek. SLE Reek, we do have you in the chat room. Let's go ahead and bring you on into the main room with being the other three of the judges. All right, so SLE, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man? Where are you from?
I'm from Richmond, California.
Representing California.
Go by SLE Reed.
Awesome,
yes, sir. I'm one half of SLE Reed. The song that I submitted is me, my brother, and my cousin, SLE CEO, and SLE Retro Real Deal. We all from the Bay Area, Richmond, California to be exact.
All right, that's what's up. And what is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
You can follow me on Instagram at SLE_Reek, REKE.
Okay, cool. And tell us a little bit about Chase. This is the song you submitted. It's got over 20,000 plays on it. What is this all about? What are we about to watch here?
So Chase, we made a song so that kind of just fit the everyday lifestyle that everybody might go through. It's not, on the chase to work to get your money on the chase. So wherever how you did it, we're just deciding how we do it within our hustle. And, when we do it, it's something light. We always on the chase to it. So we accomplish our goals.
All right, that's what's up. So this is SLE Reek with their song Chase. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm on the chase. Tryna stack them bands like the bank. Lot of bills, baby, shaking all that ass in my face. I'm on the chase. Gotta get that bag, do the race. Lot of green, baby, need to grab a rake. Yeah, I'm on the chase. Tryna stack them bands like the bank. Lot of bills, baby, shaking all that ass in my face. I'm on the chase. Gotta get that bag, do the race. Lot of green, baby, need to grab a rake. Yeah, I'm on the chase. Put my foot down, it's all gas, no brake. Refitness how I'm rocking, so you know I stay in shape. Steady moving fast, but it's at a slow pace. If you ain't talking money, then you know I can't relate. Yeah, I can't fuck with fake. Pray to God, so I always gotta keep the faith. Yeah, this a V8. Who really wanna race? Some light, never change. No slime, no snake. Faded off the juice, I'm just tryna stay awake. The bitch a running faucet, she get wetter than the lake. Kill the pussy, no trace. Stacking up the bands like the bank. Kicking in doors, cause I ain't got time to wait. Your boy is the ace and I don't need the spade. Teach you how to make $1 in 12 ways. I got it on my own, pick myself up off the page. Your girl wanna fuck cause you was speaking on my name.
Hundreds in my pocket, got me feeling like a rich nigga. Rich nigga, rich nigga, rich nigga, rich nigga. Bitches jumping in and out, like a double dutch. Bitches steady calling on my phone, say they wanna fuck with us. Something light, come and fuck with us. She knew it was something light. When she felt that money rub, call that bitch a newborn. Got her drooling out of her mouth with all these chains on like I'm coming out the south. And I ain't worrying about a bitch. I ain't worrying about a bitch, but she ain't talking dollars. I don't need a lazy bitch, I don't fuck with sloths. I'ma send her to the D like Jared Goff and make her come back with 84 like Randy Moss.
Yeah, keep up, like change your pace. This a whole 3.8 and it's to the face. Go against the ops, not the kin, that's against the grain. Chase a whole night, not a bitch, like I'm hard to sprain. Universe against the G, you see you get a ring. I stay locked in like KD, this ballin' shit a breeze. Rules on the circulation, hitting top speed. You get dropped out of rotation with the expertise. Been a different breed. Peep they doubted, I just turned to a fucking beast. Money conversations, broke nigga don't even speak. I'm on Mars, cookie special, got me so
Tryna stack them bands like the bank. Lot of bills, baby, shaking all that ass in my face. I'm on a chase. Gotta get that bag, do the race. Lot of green, baby, need to grab a rake. Yeah, I'm on a chase. Tryna stack them bands like the bank. Lot of bills, baby, shaking all that ass in my face. I'm on a chase. Gotta get that bag, do the race. Lot of green, baby, need to grab a rake. Yeah, I'm on a chase.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was SLE Reek with their song and their video that they submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He is the Senior Director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts on SLE Reek and his song that he submitted?
I like the energy. I know that there's like a whole market for that sound. I don't know. I definitely think like there's something there. There's people that are into it. For me, the song didn't do it for me, but I think he's talented. But just for me personally, it's a no pass.
Awesome. All right, thank you for that. Andrew Grant, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of SLE Reek and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, man, I like the energy. I'm not mad at the hook. Of course, the video was dope. I think, they did a good job with the video, but for me, it was the verses on the record that just really didn't deliver to me. And kind of didn't take the song to the next level. So I'm gonna say no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Knowledge, no pass, unfortunately, from our first two judges. Let's toss it to the last judge. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN Barron. What were your thoughts of SLE Reek and their song that they submitted?
I agree with the guys about the verses, but I would have gave it a pass because I could see that still catching on in LA or the West Coast. So I would have gave him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. SHAWN Barron, unfortunately, it's a no pass for you guys today, SLE Reek. But no worries, check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Hostile Black. Hostile Black, we do have you in the, we did have you in the chat room, but you did disconnect on us. No worries, we do have your song ready to go. It's called 3 in the Morning. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Get your idea going. Yeah. 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Diamonds dripping like water. Catch your IP gone. I'ma go fuck me a daughter. I'ma become me a father. I'ma go scoop on the mama. She texting my phone like she want it. No cap, bitch, we on it. It ain't 3 in the morning. Diamonds dripping like water. Catch your IP gone. I'ma go fuck me a daughter. I'ma become me a father. I'ma go scoop on the mama. She texting my phone like she want it. No cap, bitch, we on it. It ain't 3 in the morning.
You ain't do shit that I had to do. You ain't see shit that I had to see. Niggas call me Hostile Black now. Some treat me like your majesty. Name the rappers that's after me. Cause ain't no rapper that's passing me. I call the plug, get the back for free. You call the plug and get taxed for 3. Look at my diamonds, the way they be shining. They must I remind you I'm on now. From the home of the Lions, laying with Tigers. Tigers here, yeah, we on now. Label blowing down the phone now. Cookie smoking off the bowl now. Gorilla glue the cologne now. Bag drop, hit the road now. Ayy, yeah, follow my drip, yeah. I'm from Detroit to Michigan. And niggas don't play about chicken. Residue all in the kitchen. Run up that back, walk the whip. Man, that drumming is on me, no pitch. Then the nigga end up missing, yeah.
Diamonds dripping like water. Catch your IP gone. I'ma go fuck me a daughter. I'ma become me a father. I'ma go scoop on the mama. She texting my phone like she want it. No cap, bitch, we on it. It ain't 3 in the morning. father. I'ma go scoop up the mama. Keep texting my phone like she want it. No cap, bitch, we on it. It ain't 3 in the morning.
Oh, hit the road with the fitting off. The prices look good, you gon' get them all. The prices ain't right, you won't get them all. I send my little niggas to pick them off. Fuck do you mean, boy, I been the boss. Load up the trunk to send it off. The money come back, then we getting off. Ain't worry about shit, cause you niggas soft. Yeah, I'm told that's it. Yeah, for niggas that think that I'm slipping. I'm back and I'm out on a mission. Told them, but they wouldn't listen. Now this, that shit you been missing. Foreign ain't come with no kick. Yeah, bitch, foreign and she super thick. Yeah.
Diamonds dripping like water. Catch a IP, a corner. I'ma go fuck me a dog. I'ma become me a father. I'ma go scoop up the mama. She texting my phone like she want it. No cap, bitch, we on it. It ain't 3 in the morning. Diamonds dripping like water. Catch a IP, a corner. I'ma go fuck me a daughter. I'ma become me a father. I'ma go scoop up the mama. She texting my phone like she want it. No cap, bitch, we on it. It ain't 3 in the morning. It ain't 3 in the morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Hostile Black with their song that they submitted for us today. Now, we were able to connect with them. Hostile Black, can you guys hear us? Oh, you're muted. Go ahead, unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Can you hear me?
What's up, brother? Where are you from?
Man, I'm from Detroit. What's up with it?
Representing Detroit. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us today. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Tap in on all social media. Hostile Black. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, everything Hostile Black. BLK. I took the AC out on there.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Now, we just heard your song. Tell us a little bit about it. What's the whole story behind that song?
I mean, 3 in the morning, man, you know, everything closed at 2 where I'm from. So, you know, 3 in the morning, it's like when you wrapping your night up, you know, everything, you just picture what you've been doing in the day. And I live that life, you know, where I've been doing a lot of shit, man, in my day, you feel me? So I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of my day, of what I do throughout my life, you feel me?
That's what's up. All right, so Hostile Black, we just heard your song. At this point, I'm going to toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Hostile Black and his song that he submitted?
I thought the record was solid. I think it had some good parts in there. Some stuff he could have. I think the song could have been better. Some parts in there that he could have built off of. But I like the verses. I'm not mad at the hook. I'm gonna give him a pass on this. I'm gonna give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Knowledge, hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN Barron. What were your thoughts of Hostile Black and his song?
I thought it was cool. I thought the verses was cool. I didn't love the hook, but I heard worse today, so I'm gonna give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. SHAWN Barron hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's the senior director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, what were your thoughts of Hostile Black and his song?
I mean, I think it was cool. Like, for me, it sounded a little bit early, but I think that he's talented. I would just say, like, tighten up on the production, like, on the beats, and just like overall, it was like, but I mean, he got the pass, but I think he sounded about to say, like, focus on just, like, trying to, like, you know, like, get better moving forward.
Definitely. Thank you for that, Andrew Grant. Great advice there from all three of the judges. And it is a pass for you today, Hostile Black. Big congratulations. You're the next artist today. Moving on to the next round. That's the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again, man. We'll see you live in the next round. And next up on the lineup, we have Rebellion. Rebellion, we don't have you in the chat room, but no worries. We have your song ready to go. It's called X Factor. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Journey to the dark side.
chapter, and Robbie remains the best rapper. I build sustains, come off my brain with the best data, and then after a while I take the next batter. You just chatter, my billion got that X factor. The man's too witty, kid, you can't get with me. I play your hand as gritty, but I'm royal like I'm from Kansas City. The man's too busy, got some lambs to get me. I want more fans than Britney. I ain't stopping until I ran the city. Forget that, plan to beat me, I ain't with that. You better get back, I spit raps to push your shit back. Like how we did that, like a computer when it's time to do ya. I programmed the how to lose you with my rhyme maneuvers. My billion, the one and only, is lonely. At the top we ain't homies, y'all people phony. You don't know me, so don't mess with the kind of hitter. That's way too much, I get you get the picture. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor. To go get the dough, flip a no nigga. Go fuck with mines, come up with lines a little more quicker than average. I'm more sicker with the flow, nigga. I slow it down for a few rounds and then I go quicker. Been doing this, stay on my grind, no time for foolishness. Got to get rich, I gotta see what I can do with this. My billion, this is my mission, it was written. I play by the rules, I'd be a fool if I didn't. I do get the flipping, ripping MCs often. I'm definitely awesome. I'd open up track, could get me lost in my zone when I'm home. It's dangerous to bang with this. My style's complex, like I'm speaking many languages. So fall back before you get your skull cracked. The kid is all that. I walk on you like a doormat. Rob Billion, I'm not new to this game. 221, I'm still doing my thing. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor. The next chapter, Rabil remains the best rapper. You just chatter, Rabil got that X factor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rebellion with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown, Capitol Records. Sean Barron, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of Rebellion and his song that he submitted?
No pass. And I have to go too, so everybody can follow me at Sean Barron on Instagram.
Awesome. Sean, it's always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us today. And it is a no pass from our first judge on the lineup. Let's toss it to the next judge. He's the senior director of A&R over at Atlantic Records, Andrew Grant. What were your thoughts of Rebellion and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Andrew Grant, no pass from the first two judges. And with that, we'll toss it to the last judge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What were your thoughts of Rebellion and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I would have given it a no pass as well. I wasn't mad at it, you know what I mean? Definitely felt dated, but it still felt all right, you know what I mean, for where he was coming from. But just wasn't there yet, so no pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from the three judges today, Rebellion. But no worries. Check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Rebellion. All right, guys, that's our entire lineup for today. Before we go, let's give a big shout-out to all three of our judges for joining us. We'll start off. He's the senior director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Andrew Grant, where can everyone find you on social media?
All of my socials are the same. It's just at YouGotGrant, all spelled normal.
Awesome. Andrew, it's always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us for today's online event. And last but certainly not least, he is the A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, where can everyone find you on social media?
Only social media I really have is Instagram. You can find me there, God_knowledge.
Awesome. Knowledge, thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. Be sure to check us out on Instagram as well, Coast to Coast Live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.